A field with beautiful yellow flowers, where bees will pollinate and collect nectar. Surely you are familiar with worker bees. Born to protect and care for the queen bee. As well as creating the sweet honey we love to eat. However, besides honey, today we will learn another product. More nutritious and expensive than honey up to 20 times. It's here. Do you know what it is? It's called royal jelly, most nutritious part of the hive. However, royal jelly is not queen bee milk as we thought. It comes from worker bees to create queen bee. The color of royal jelly is ivory white, very fragrant. In the past, it was only used by kings, especially in Asia. It is more popular now, however, children should not use it. And next part of video will be the detailed process. The first will be the grafting stage. As you know, a hive has only one queen bee. For some reason, this queen bee is gone. Worker bees will aggressively search for larvae in the hive. So we fake this process to make royal jelly. The plates containing the larvae will be placed in the hive. The plates containing the larvae will be placed in the hive. A separate space for worker bees to easily access. Parallel is harvesting full royal jelly plates. Then worker bees will find and take care of these larvae. After about 3 days, when the worker bees fill the holes containing the larvae, we can harvest and reprocess. Harvesting is also simple. Remove the larvae and collect royal jelly. Royal jelly can be used immediately, or made cosmetics, or pelletized as a food supplement. Back to Asia. At the same time, we will clean the queen bee nest panels. After harvesting, royal jelly is brought to the factory. Here, it will be frozen and dried. then pack in pellets for canning. This is a famous royal jelly brand in Thailand. Next will be beautiful footage of beekeeping for honey. There is a type of liquid in the world considered a pure gift from nature, known as honey. It not only brings a sweet taste, but also serves as an invaluable treasure of nutrition. With an annual production of millions of tons, honey demonstrates its immense value to humanity. Therefore, honeybee farming has been continuously growing and expanding. Now, let's join me on a journey to explore the process of beekeeping and honey harvesting. Beekeepers often select queen bee larvae from the most elite colonies for incubation, ensuring the new generation of bees is capable of efficient honey collection. Within about 10 to 12 days, the queen bee larvae will fully develop and be ready for harvest before hatching. This temporarily keeps the bees busy and makes them less likely to attack the honey harvester. The honey frames are carefully removed to avoid breaking the wax structure or harming the bees. Qualifying frames will be fully filled with honey and covered by a thick layer of wax. Finally, the boxes containing the honey trays are loaded onto trucks and transported to the processing factory for handling and production. The trays filled with golden honey are placed into a specialized spinning drum. The spinning drum rotates at high speed, using centrifugal force to extract the honey from the comb. Before entering the bottling stage, The honey is thoroughly inspected by workers to ensure its quality. The filtered honey is stored for 2 to 3 days to achieve the desired thickness, and then streams of golden honey are poured from the storage containers. Each type of bee and its environment produces different types of honey, each with its own unique color. For example, Pohutukawa honey is extracted from the flowers of the Pohutukawa tree. In addition to being used directly in daily meals, honey is also applied in the beauty industry on the market. With its natural moisturizing properties, honey helps soften the skin and retain moisture, leaving the skin smooth and radiant. To conclude today's video, we've had a delightful and sweet journey exploring the world of honey. We hope you had a fun and insightful experience. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have any ideas for future journeys, let us know. See you in the next video with even more exciting discoveries. Goodbye, and see you next time. Semolina flour is placed into large mixers along with water, where specialized mixers with powerful paddles operate continuously. This mixing process takes about 10 to 15 minutes until the mixture becomes smooth, uniform, and reaches a certain level of elasticity. A premium variation of spaghetti uses eggs during the dough mixing process. Once the dough is ready for the extrusion process, the automated robotic system will come in to load the extrusion machine with the dough. The dough is pressed through a special extrusion mold, which has small holes specifically designed for spaghetti strands. As the dough is pushed through the mold, it forms long, thin, and uniform spaghetti strands. Here, conveyor belts filled with pasta move in sequence to the packaging area before being released to the market. Machines handle the process of feeding the bundles of pasta into the automated packaging system. One of the essential steps is sealing the pasta package, where the printer will print information such as the production date, expiration date, batch number, and barcode on the packaging. The large-scale pasta production process today is a harmonious blend of traditional techniques and modern technology. This helps pasta become a product that retains its traditional charm while meeting modern consumption demands. On the market today, there are hundreds of different types of pasta, such as spaghetti, fettuccine, penne, or macaroni. So next time you choose pasta to cook, try switching things up and exploring different types to find your favorite one. If you want to witness the fascinating intricacies of these production lines and delve deeper how these factories work, then you can watch our next videos here. With an annual consumption of up to 5 million tons, worth $7 million per year, sea mussels have contributed to the diversification of the fishing and culinary markets. Although it is possible to harvest them directly from the wild, why don't these farmers do so? What makes them go through the hard work of breeding and farming? I'll reveal the answer at the end of the video, but for now, let's explore this fascinating creature together. In recent years, the technique of farming mussels in mesh bags has been widely applied due to its flexibility, ease of harvest. After being filled with mussel seeds, the mesh bags are placed in the marine environment, either suspended on a rope system or placed on the seabed. After about a year of care and cultivation, it's time to harvest the fruits of your labor. Before harvesting, farmers need to regularly check the growth of the mussels. The mussels will be thoroughly washed and preliminarily sorted to remove sand, mud, and other impurities attached to the shells. Mussels that do not meet the standards in terms of size, shape, or show signs of damage will be discarded. We are now stopping at the mussel processing and export factory. Let me take you on a tour of this fascinating process. Tons of mussels are being fed into the rotary system, washed with water to remove surface impurities once again. Fresh mussels are specially cleaned using washing machines equipped with plastic brushes, similar to feather dusters made of plastic, which scrub the surface of the mussel shells, giving them a shiny and clean appearance, enhancing their aesthetic value. Mussels are an excellent source of nutrition, rich in protein, omega-3, vitamins, and minerals. They can be prepared into various dishes that are loved around the world. While humans harvest many marine species, few realize that mussels play an important role in keeping the seawater clean. That is exactly the answer to the question at the beginning of the video. Mussel farming is about protecting the marine ecosystem, a sustainable solution for the environment. Mussels are not only a nutritious food source, but also the cleaners of the ocean, playing a vital role in maintaining the marine ecosystem. The camels have fully matured, and a new chapter will begin when they are moved to large farms. There are usually separate areas for barns, grazing fields, and designated zones for raising camel calves and adult camels, allowing them to move freely. Have you ever tried a camel milk product before? We are in a separate milking area where the process is carried out by experienced herders. Camel meat is also known for its rich flavor, leaving a lasting impression on those who have tasted it. Processing camel meat in the factory requires a combination of modern technology and strict hygiene standards to ensure quality and food safety. After being neatly trimmed, each piece of meat is conveyed to the packaging machine, which will automatically complete its task in the smoothest manner possible. Camel milk products first and foremost include cheese. To make cheese, camel milk is first pasteurized to eliminate harmful bacteria. With its superior nutritional content and unique biological properties compared to cow or goat milk, camel milk has been used to produce bottled milk and powdered milk products. It is not only a valuable source of nutrition, but also an ingredient for creating health and beauty products that are popular worldwide. In arid and harsh environments, where vegetation is scarce and water is precious, camels not only provide nutritious meat and milk, but also contribute to the economy through byproducts such as leather and wool, while serving as a means of transportation across thousands of kilometers. Therefore, camels are truly an invaluable asset for desert dwellers, helping them not only to survive, but also to thrive in the harsh natural environment. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. See you on the next adventure. Currently, the annual consumption of salted ham on the market reaches up to 600 million pieces. Estimating roughly, we can guess that the number of pigs used to make this dish is enormous. However, what makes this dish so appealing? It does not only depend on the recipe or the curiosity of the customers. Without further ado, let's dive right in and explore the main ingredient that makes salted ham so enticing. Raising pigs in a natural environment also has its limitation, as the forest area may not be sufficient to meet the market demand. Therefore, raising black pigs on farms is also becoming popular to combine advanced techniques with the natural advantages of black pig breeds, aiming to optimize meat quality and economic efficiency. Once they reach maturity, whether raised in the wild or on farms, the pigs inevitably undergo processing in a factory. Of course, this is also the most crucial stage in understanding why the consumption of black pigs is so high. The leg is the most important part for processing salted ham, so it is carefully separated to avoid damaging the meat structure. In the first salting process, the pork leg is salted with pure sea salt. The muscle meat is covered with fine salt, while the skin is salted with coarse salt. This process lasts about a week, allowing the salt to gradually penetrate the meat. The pork leg is salted for several weeks and then placed in a cold room to allow the salt to penetrate deeply into the meat. In the second salting, after 1 week, the pork leg is washed to remove the old salt and then salted again with fresh salt. This process lasts about 15 to 18 days. Before the ham is released to the market, an expert uses a needle made from horse bone to pierce multiple spots on the ham and smell it. If the ham meets the standards, this stamping tool is used to imprint a mark on the meat. The stamp on Parma ham helps verify its origin and ensures that the product is made according to the procedures and standards of the Parma region in Italy. Black pigs and salted pork legs have long been high-value products on the market. With a meticulous processing procedure at every stage, Parma ham is not just a delicious dish, but also a symbol of traditional culinary culture. If you want to witness the fascinating intricacies of these production lines and delve deeper into how these factories work, then you can watch our next videos here. Right in front of you now is the scene of workers harvesting lush and enticing green banana clusters. With an estimated annual production of 160 million tons, bananas have risen to become one of the top leaders in the global agricultural market. With its sweet and smooth taste, bananas are always a perfect choice for a quick and nutritious dessert. But how does it achieve such perfection by the time it reaches consumers? Let's join me now to explore the process of cultivating and harvesting this fruit. To achieve the best yield, farmers need to fertilize the plants every 2 to 3 months to promote their growth. Although banana plants are relatively easy to care for and grow, they are often vulnerable to pest attacks. Therefore, farmers must implement pest control measures. And now, it's time to reap the rewards. Farmers use sharp tools to cut down an entire bunch of bananas. In large banana cultivation areas, manually harvesting each bunch can be labor-intensive and time-consuming. To optimize the process, many large farms have implemented cable systems to transport the bananas from the field to the warehouse. Finally, the bananas are packaged in protective packaging to ensure they remain safe during transportation and display. To achieve perfectly ripened yellow bananas at supermarkets, they must go through various ripening stages. Understanding the 7 ripening stages of bananas helps you choose the right ones for your needs and allows for better storage and usage. In tropical and subtropical countries, there is another enticing fruit. Each year, this fruit can also reach a production of up to 50 million tons. It is none other than the pineapple, the beauty of summer. We are at a pineapple export factory where the carefully selected pineapples enter the first stage of processing, thorough washing. To thoroughly clean the dirt trapped in each pineapple eye, the factory uses high-power water jets. Afterward, the pineapples are transported by conveyor belts to the drying area. In addition to exporting canned products, whole fresh pineapples are also popular with consumers. The visually appealing pineapples are labeled by workers and neatly arranged into baskets. So, we've explored the entire process, from cultivation and harvesting to processing and exporting pineapples. I hope this video has given you a better understanding of the pineapple's journey, and I look forward to seeing you in the next adventures. When horses reach adulthood, to provide them with sufficient energy, they need a high-energy diet, with fresh grass or hay as the primary component. In addition, adding grains such as oats and barley can help boost energy levels for horses that are more active. Horses also need to be provided with minerals and vitamins to maintain bone and joint health, especially if they are used in strenuous activities like racing or pulling carts. Additionally, to ensure the horse is always in the best condition, especially in places with extreme climates such as excessive heat, extra care is needed. They need to be given a cool bath about once every 2 weeks, as bathing too frequently can strip away the natural oils that protect their skin and coat. Since horses are highly mobile animals, they need to engage in regular and sufficient physical activity. Having horses run on a treadmill when the weather is unsuitable is also a great way to reduce their stress and enhance interaction with their trainer. Training starts with the basics, such as teaching horses to follow commands and practicing simple, gentle exercises. By developing the necessary skills for riding, racing, or other sports activities, horses become stronger and better prepared for future challenges. These experiences are only amazing when we get to see and touch these wonderful animals with our own eyes and hands. Restricting slaughter and protecting them will also contribute to building a more humane society, where people respect and treat animals well. What about you? Feel free to share your thoughts on this matter. Thanks for listening and exploring with us. See you in the next video. Once achieved an output of up to 90,000 tons per year, now reduced to 10,000 tons per year due to the decline in natural supply. The output has decreased, but the demand is skyrocketing, reaching 500,000 tons per year. Although it can be called the embodiment of resilience, ready to face the harshest conditions, the number of individuals is rapidly declining. So how can we turn this situation around? Right now, let's follow me on a journey to explore how farms in Japan are breeding this species. Our main character today is the eel, a fascinating name in the culinary world, known for its crispy exterior and tender meat inside. Although 99.9% of Japanese eels on the market come from farms, the production process still has to start with juvenile eels caught in the wild. The reproductive cycle of this species is very complex. However, to address this issue, farms have developed a method to raise eels from eggs. Here, scientists and technicians have conducted in-depth research on the living conditions, nutritional regimes, and environmental factors necessary to stimulate eels to reproduce in captivity. When the eggs hatch into juvenile eels, they are transferred to separate tanks where optimal conditions are provided for their growth. Eels are omnivorous, so their diet typically includes a specially designed mixture of fish meal, wheat, soybean meal, and fish oil to support their growth. The feed can be evenly spread on the water surface or placed in designated areas within the tank to ensure easy access for the eels. They are fed 3 times a day in the morning, at noon, and in the evening, with the amount of food based on the size of the eels. In addition, they must regularly sort the eels to reduce cannibalism and competition for food, which can lead to a loss in production. Every 6 weeks, the eels must be sorted and divided into different size groups. If different sizes are kept together, the larger eels will eat the smaller ones. To prevent waste and water pollution in the tanks, the amount of feed must be carefully controlled. The farm needs to closely monitor the eels' eating habits to adjust the feed quantity appropriately, which is also a major headache and challenge for the farms. As the eels grow, the space in the old tanks becomes cramped, increasing the risk of water pollution. Therefore, moving them to larger tanks not only provides more space, but also helps maintain better water quality. At the farm, the eels are raised in specialized tanks equipped with a filtration system and adequate oxygen supply. Pumps are the preferred tool for transferring eels from one tank to another, especially when moving large quantities quickly and safely. Moreover, eel tanks need an efficient filtration system to remove waste, which requires high investment costs and skilled operation. After 6 to 12 months of care, the eels are mature enough to be sold on the market. Harvesting eels can be a complex process because they are very slippery and can easily slip out of your hands. Therefore, during harvesting, they drain the water from the tank and then use specialized tools to catch the eels. After receiving the eels from the farms, the factory staff will carry out inspections to ensure there are no signs of disease or injury. Eels are usually sorted based on size and weight. This process can be done manually. After sorting, the eels are thoroughly washed to remove mud and any impurities on their bodies. This washing process is usually done in cold water to keep the eels fresh and minimize stress. Smaller and lighter eels are usually separated for further farming or processing into other products. If the eels are not processed immediately after sorting, they are stored in water tanks. The storage temperature needs to be maintained at an optimal level to prevent the eels from dying or losing quality while waiting. In the processing area, the evisceration process begins by making an incision along the eel's belly. A cut is made from the lower abdomen to the head, following the length of the eel's body, and the internal organs are removed. Here, the eels are placed on automated grilling conveyors, where they are evenly grilled on both sides. Grilled eel is a famous dish in Japanese cuisine, where the eel is grilled and marinated with a special sauce. The most special part of the process is that the eels are thoroughly marinated with kabayaki sauce. The marination can take several hours to ensure the eels absorb the flavors evenly. This grilling process is carried out in multiple stages, including an initial searing and final cooking, to ensure the eel has a crispy exterior and a tender interior. Here, the eels are vacuum sealed and stored in cold storage at the appropriate temperature before being distributed to the market. However, besides being used for grilling, fresh eel is also popular and utilized for various other culinary purposes. Eel products, after packaging, need to be stored in cold storage to maintain their freshness and quality. Afterward, they are packed into containers and transported to restaurants, retail stores, or other distribution points. In Japan, unagi kabayaki is a highly popular grilled eel dish served with white rice. The eel is grilled over charcoal, resulting in a crispy skin while the inside remains tender and infused with rich flavors. Are you curious about why eel has such high demand? Because their meat is rich in high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and improve brain function. In addition, eels boost the immune system and, notably, enhance sexual health. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore eels. As we've seen, despite the increasing demand for eels, natural production is rapidly declining. This poses a major challenge for the eel farming industry. Therefore, let's work together to protect and develop both the environment and the eel farming industry. Once again, thank you, and see you in the next video. With global consumption regularly exceeding 900 million tons each year, plays an important role in the development of the global economy. Revenue from fruit exports peaks at 8 to 9 billion USD annually. Leading the fruit production industry are tomatoes, strawberries, and oranges. Are you curious about why it can reach such revenue levels? Then, let's follow along with me to explore the journey of how this level of production is achieved. As a nutritious food with many health benefits, the global tomato production is estimated to be around 200 to 220 million tons annually. With the advancement of technology, the power of motorized vehicles can reach up to 300 horsepower and achieve a harvesting output of 10 to 20 tons of tomatoes per hour. Upon arriving at the factory, tomatoes are transferred onto conveyor belts, which are often equipped with water sprays or water immersion tanks. These water conveyor belts transport the tomatoes through a carefully designed system to ensure each one is thoroughly cleaned. The water used in the washing process can be recycled to promote sustainability and typically contains disinfectants to minimize the risk of microbial contamination. After being cleaned, the tomatoes move on to the sorting stage, where a combination of workers and machines is utilized. To make dried tomato products, the tomatoes need to be halved or sliced, depending on the requirements of the final product. Before sun drying, Workers meticulously sprinkle salt or sugar on the surface of the tomatoes to enhance their natural sweetness and make preservation easier. Sun-drying tomatoes is a simple, traditional, and effective method of preserving them. Although it requires time and patience, the end result is rich, dried tomato slices that retain their natural flavor without the need for any additives or preservatives. The sun-drying process can take anywhere from 5 to 7 days, depending on the thickness of the tomato slices and the intensity of the sunlight. This is a wonderful way to harness natural energy and enjoy the taste of tomatoes year-round. With technological advancements, tomato drying machines have been increasingly improved to deliver higher efficiency. With the ability to dry quickly, evenly, and cost-effectively, modern drying machines not only enhance production efficiency, but also ensure the highest quality for the final product. We'll move on to images of farmers harvesting strawberries. But I must say, they are not the main focus today. This is the character I want to talk about, the strawberry harvesting robot. Powered by automation technology and artificial intelligence AI, it helps to optimize the harvesting process. First, the robot uses image sensors to scan and identify ripe strawberries based on their color and size. Then, the robot's arm, programmed for gentle handling, carefully approaches and picks the strawberries without damaging them. Additionally, the robot is capable of moving flexibly through the rows of plants, automatically adjusting its direction and speed to harvest quickly without the need for human intervention. The integration of modern technology allows the strawberry harvesting robot to increase productivity and reduce labor costs while ensuring high product quality. We are now at a strawberry drying factory. Thousands of tons of strawberries are being carefully selected, with any bruised, damaged, or pest-infected berries being removed. The strawberries are passed through an automated washing system with clean water to remove dirt, insects, and other impurities. After washing, the strawberries may be soaked in an ascorbic acid solution or diluted lemon juice to maintain their bright color during the drying process. With the high demand for dried strawberries, factories usually keep the strawberries whole and place them directly into the drying ovens. The strawberries are quickly frozen and then placed into a vacuum chamber. In the vacuum environment, the water in the strawberries transitions from a solid to a vapor state without passing through the liquid phase. This method preserves the color, flavor, and nutrients of the strawberries more effectively. Dried strawberries still retain much of the nutrition and flavor of fresh strawberries. I bet you'll want to try them after this video. And this will be the final fruit in today's journey. Oranges are not only loved for their refreshing, sweet taste, but also stand out for their abundant vitamin C content. In addition to boosting the immune system, oranges are rich in antioxidants, minerals, and fiber, making them an essential part of a healthy diet. The production of oranges reaches over 100 million tons each year. With the advancement of technology, harvesting oranges has become easier with the introduction of mechanized machinery. Orange harvesting machines are designed to collect oranges quickly and efficiently. With a power capacity of up to 400 horsepower. These machines typically have mechanical components to gently handle and harvest the oranges without causing damage. With the continuous advancement of technology, the future of orange harvesting will be further enhanced with smart devices and high automation. Mechanized orange harvesters are ushering in a new era for agriculture, bringing both new opportunities and challenges. The oranges will be transported to the processing plant after they are harvested. Here, the oranges are sent to the sorting and quality inspection department. They are then washed with an ozone solution, sorted, and inspected for quality. The soaking time depends on the level of dirt and the type of microorganisms that need to be removed, but it typically lasts between 5 to 10 minutes. During the soaking process, the ozone solution penetrates deep into the small crevices on the surface of the oranges, killing bacteria and other harmful substances. The oranges are sliced into thin slices or pieces, with each slice carefully placed on trays. The trays are then placed into a hot air dryer, where hot air is blown over the orange slices to remove moisture. After drying, the oranges are cooled to stabilize their quality and then packaged in dry and sealed conditions for long-term preservation. With the harvested oranges exceeding common consumption needs, the factories have expanded their operations, running hundreds of production lines to process and package fresh oranges for the export market. The conveyor belts play a crucial role in automating the movement of oranges through various stages continuously, ensuring that the quality of the oranges remains intact. Oranges that meet export standards are transferred to the packaging stage. They are packed in specialized cartons or plastic boxes with liners to prevent damage during transportation. Finally, the oranges are stored at the appropriate temperature in cold storage facilities, ensuring their freshness and quality are maintained throughout the transportation to international markets. With the continuous development of the fruit cultivation and dried fruit industry, we have just witnessed remarkable advancements in providing high-quality and sustainable food products. At the same time, the dried fruit industry extends the shelf life and increases the value of fruits, while also creating convenient and diverse products for consumers. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay